employee table, and an employee table will have ID, name, ID, name, email, ID, name, email, and then write department. So ID, name, email, and department. So I want everyone to do this. And then create a new project. Project name will be project name equals to uh, JDBC JDBC employee. JDBC underscore EMP, and the package name JDBC dot EMP. Okay. So I want everyone to create a new database name day 4, and the table name should be employee. An employee table will have ID, name, email, and department. That's in your MySQL site. This is to be done in MySQL site. And then while coming to Eclipse, you have to create a new Maven project name JDBC employee, JDBC underscore employee, and then package name should be JDBC dot employee. So everyone do this. After you all are complete, after doing this, insert insert 5 values in this table, and then get the value, and then you select queries to get the value. So you select query to get the value. So if you select query to get the value, and use result set to print the values. Okay, everyone can do this. Hmm. I'm going to broadcast the things which you have to write. Okay. So DB name is equals to day four. Day four. Hmm. DB name equals to day four. Table name equals to employee table, and then project PRO. What we are going to do is, I want everyone to create a database named day4, and inside day4 you have a table name equals to employee. In employee table we have ID, name, email, and department. And then after creating this table and database, then go to Eclipse, create a Maven project, create a Maven project named JDBC underscore employee, and the package name equals to jdbc.employee. And then insert five values, insert five values and get the values and print them. Yeah. So this is artifact ID, and group ID is on the TV. Akash, yeah, we have to create a simple Maven project. Create a simple Maven project. How would they do all this? Hmm. Okay, who all have joined for the for whom all this is the first class? Okay, Ajit, you're the one, and then Yuswant. Only two guys. Okay, so for two guys, this is the first class. So for those who it's a first class, I want you all to scan this code and join the group over there. Scan this code and join the group. There I will give you the files which you have to download and the video link which will help you to install the file. And then after you do that, just leave me a message. If I get time, I will try to cover it in the evening or something. The new students, did you all join the group? Okay. Yeah. Yes, Smith, if you give Java or SQL package, it will load everything. But the thing is, it's a very bad practice of coding because when we import all the things which are not useful to us, it will it will create our program heavy for unnecessary things. So that's why we have to import the things which are only necessary. Okay, we can do that java.sql.star, but that will import the things which we don't use. So it's a very bad practice of coding. Yeah, here, take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot. MD Umar Alam.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Uh, what is this blocked issue? Like the students are speaking about. Hello.
What are you asking, sir?
Uh, no, like there is something I just saw the
For
WhatsApp
them,
group
the
right
class
now.
link is not working, sir. So they can't join the class.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Most of the students.
Okay. So for most of the students, the class is blocked.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hmm.
Sir, what did you ask to me?
No, I asked you about this thing only. What is the issue? That there is a lot. There was like a lot of the students talking about this. So
Yes,
I
sir.
saw you just responded to it, so I asked you.
Yes, sir. I also found the issue, but when I opened in my laptop, so
Hmm.
it is working.
Okay.
Firstly, I tried to open in my phone, but it's, uh, when I open in my laptop, it's working.
Okay. Okay, I will talk to the HR today. What is the issue? And I will let you all know. Akansa, we are waiting. I gave a task to do, so I'm waiting for you all to complete this. Akansa. Yes, one. Can you listen? Can you hear me? I want you to go and join the WhatsApp group. There, after joining, I'll send me a message or something. Then I will send you the link, which files to download. So you do. Okay. So okay, then I will share the link, which files to download, and then you download those files, and I will share you the video link, which will help you to install those files. After you're done with that, so give me a like. I will try to take a class for you all in the afternoon or something if I get time. Okay? Hmm. Akansa, have you started with the work? This this work that I gave.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, after setting the dependency, sir, my main src slash main slash Java folder is not working, sir.
No, let it build. It will take some time to build. Avilas. Go to like on this side of your screen in Eclipse. You'll see some kind of loading is going on.
No, sir, but there is not such loading.
Okay, was it working yesterday?
Sir, yesterday I was absent, sir.
Okay.
Sir, actually,
So.
the way you told me, I did
Mm-hmm.
all those means first, sir, open creating. I create means today whatever task you give, I do all
Mm-hmm.
those things. Then I went move to form that XML file. Over there, I set the dependency, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And now before sending means adding the dependency, sir. My src slash main slash Java folder is there, sir. But now
Mm-hmm.
upon clicking over there, it's not working.
Uh, okay. So do one thing.
Yes, sir.
Click on the click on this. Click on your pom.xml. So you can see something like this, right? So over here, go to
Yes,
run as. Not on run on this side. Drop down menu, run as. Go to run as, and then
yes.
se- select Maven install. So this
Run
process
as.
will start.
So after run as what? One will build.
Run as Maven install.
Okay, okay, okay.
Hmm.
Okay, now it's showing, sir, over there. It's done, sir.
Okay, now if you are building, then it will take some time. Let it build. Don't do anything. So you can see something is happening in console. Let that happen. So my build is already complete. That's why it will show failure. Okay. Hmm.
Okay, mine is not showing anything, sir, in console window.
Okay. So you got this files right. So then that's
Sir, sir,
okay.
sir, now it's showing. Now it's showing
Okay.
something.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Hello.
Sir, when I create a Maven project, it uh, it wants to select archetype. What is archetype?
So when you create a Maven project, okay. So when we go to a new others Maven MA Maven project. So we have to select create on check this one for now. What you have done is you didn't select this and you have pressed on second. So then it goes to this type, right? This is what you're
Oh,
asking about. Yeah.
okay,
So don't do this one for now. I want you to create a simple Maven project.
okay, sir.
Press on that. Go to next. Group ID, com.ty, artifact ID, JDBC underscore employee, EMP.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It open.
Yeah.
Sir, sir, again it's not working, sir. SRC main Java.
One minute, okay. Asmit, so your java.lang.class not found exception. You're getting that. That shows that your driver is not loaded. Mhm. You- So go check is your dependency added or not. Have you added the MySQL connector dependency or not? Check that.
Sir, every program we should set the dependency path. Every project.
Yeah, for every program you have to check the dependency.
We should set the path in form.xml dependency.
Yeah, we have to add the dependency in form.xml.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, again, one problem
Yeah,
is
yeah, I can
faced.
hear you.
Sir, it is problem
Yeah.
occurred. Creating project JDBC EMP has encountered a problem, invalid project description.
Invalid project description. Okay, just give
Yes,
me a
sir.
minute.
Whenever I see the details, then invalid project description shows. J2ee overlaps the workspace location. I didn't understand.
Okay, okay. So can you send me the screenshot of this thing?
Okay, sir.
Or
Sir, please check through.
okay, send me in the group. Okay,
Yes, sir, it sends.
okay. Just give me a minute. Last time you can create anything.
What, sir?
So Smith, you have done with the program? No, no, no. I'm talking. Yeah, that's very good. So, creating JDBC. Okay. Mm.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Hello.
What is the group ID?
Mm-hmm. Group ID is com.py. Hmm. Umar Alam, the issue
Yes,
you
sir.
are showing it to me, I have never seen it. Okay, the
Okay,
issue
sir.
which you are showing it to me, I've never seen it. I've I've seen this for the first time. So I want you to install any desk on your computer or your laptop.
What, sir?
I want you to install
Any this?
any desk which looks like this. Yeah, any desk. So when you install the any desk,
Okay, okay, sir.
you will see this address. Yeah, I want you to send me the address. I will connect with your computer,
Okay, sir.
and then I will see what's the issue. Okay.
Okay, sir. Let me try again and again until.
Okay.
Sir, we should copy the dependency path at last program or we should replace it.
Yeah, you can copy it from the last program also, or else yeah, copy it from the last program itself. Don't go and download again. It will waste your time.
Sir, what is the artifact ID?
So artifact ID is com dot jdbc underscore emp. Those who
Com.
wants to join to the group, this is the code you have to scan. Scan this code, get into the join. Take a screenshot and then scan this code. Hmm. Done taking with this. Done taking screenshot. Okay, so join the group. Okay. So okay, so people who have done, I will ask you some questions. Okay, I want you to come to the mic and then answer the question. Okay, Lipika, if you don't want to speak, then can you mute the mic?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So what are the things? So Anmol, can you tell me what is the difference between execute and execute update? Anmol, hello. Anmol, can you tell me the difference between execute and execute update? Smith Kumar, can you tell me the difference between execute and execute update? Oh, I'm really sorry, guys. I have not taught update right now. I'm really sorry. I wanted you to tell me the difference between execute and execute query. No, Smith, yesterday we saw execute query.
Sorry, execute
Yesterday
is
you were present?
only a boolean value that is true or false, but
Mm-hmm.
execute query gives the result set
Yeah,
object.
yeah, correct. So, Akash, when does an execute query will give us true? For what query? Execute will give us true.
When our driver what will say the we successfully load and register driver and establish connection, then only it give the true value.
Okay. No, no, actually, Akash. When we are working with select query, it will give true, and other than that, it will give false. And Smith, can you come to the mic? So you retrieve result set from Boolean value.
Sir,
Oh, not everyone. Those who have completed it.
sir,
So I have gave these questions. Okay, let me. Yeah.
sir, my problem is resolved. The JDBC MP was Maven project created. I uh, edited the POM
Mm-hmm.
independency, but after that, when I saved the Maven
Mm-hmm.
dependency folder was not appeared.
Okay. After saving Maven dependency, the folder has not appeared.
Yes, sir.
So that's what your issue is, yours. Okay. So update the project. Do you know how to update the project?
The update the project. How, sir?
Yeah, look on the screen, okay? Yeah. So this is our project. So go to right click on the project, go to Maven, update. So after
Okay.
updating here, you have to check on this one, forced update of snapshots. So when you do this, some loading process will happen. Okay? So do that. Or you can update the project from here also.
Okay, sir.
Force update. Update. Yeah, try this. Yeah, so these are the questions I gave yesterday, okay? So for the first day, for the theory of the JDBC, our first question will give the answer. Like what is JDBC and why do we use them for that? So then JDBC and API. So now the next question will come. What is an API? So for that there is this question. So then for the 7 steps, what are the 7 steps of JDBC, including 2 minor steps? When you write that, the whole workflow of JDBC you can write, you can find and write. And then we have, so then you write the 5 main steps in JDBC and how can we execute them by using class.forName, connection, and then statement, then execute, and then close. You all wrote, you all write the method name, give the description of this method, then explain the class.forName, explain connection, explain driver manager, explain statement in JDBC. What is statement? Why do we need them? So explain how to get a statement, difference between execute and execute query. So after execute query, we will get result set. So what is a result set? So why result set? So what are the important methods present in result set? Like next, previous, has next, then get int, get string, like that. After that, so after you're done with that, so why is it important to close the connection? Like I already told you. So connection is like the people connecting to the database. When the number of people connected to the database is more than the connection the server can handle, it will crash. So that's why it's very important for us to close the connection after every interaction. Then we have, like, write a program to insert the data inside into the database, and then write the program to get the data and then print the data. So till now we have seen only this 15 questions. So when we see new topic from, then we will start. I will give you some more questions. So that's how, like, you'll also get the good notes which you will prepare for yourself. Which you prepare for yourself. Yeah, we can do that. So what happens is, if you do, like, when you are doing it, so if you close the connection, you have to establish the connection again and then do it. Okay. Do you close the connection before doing the second step, like to retrieve the data? Okay, so what happens is, for the statement object, we have to create the same statement. Like for statement one, you created that, and then statement two, you create a new statement, and then in statement two, you retrieve the data. So that's how you can do it. Mm. Like, let me show you. So this is my program, okay? So I'm inserting the data inside our database. So so after this, I will execute this statement. Then I will create a new statement. And then in statement, I'll give this query. See, for the same value, we are inserting the values and we are getting the values also in the same class. But the thing is, we have to create two different statements if we want to. For the number of steps we're gonna take, we have to create the number of statements. Okay. Hmm. So everyone done with the task? Those who are present. Those who are present. Okay. So now let me do what we did. Okay. So we created a new project. We created a new database. So I'll create a new database.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, in that data
Yeah.
type for ID, we should give int, no, sir. Is it given?
So I give varchar. Let me
No, sir.
check.
I want to see that.
What what have I given? No, yeah.
Can you open the?
We should give int
Okay, okay. Sir.
because we are going to.
And what are the this sir? You have selected the boxes.
Okay, so PK means primary key. Okay, so PK means primary key. So there is a function. The primary key cannot be duplicate and primary key cannot be empty. Okay, so that's why we select it as a primary key. Even if you uncheck these things, still it will not accept empty value or duplicate values. Then not null means it cannot be empty. Okay, then we have a unique. So when we check unique, it means the value should be, or what do you call? The value should be unique values. It cannot accept duplicate values. And then B is binary and uni is unassigned. ZF means ZF. What is ZF means? Zero fill.
Zero fill, sir.
AI is auto increment. G is generated value. Okay. So that's all.
Okay, sir.
Sir, email is not null.
Email. It's up to you. You can add not null or else you can just leave it like that also.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, database name is day4. This is our primary key. So if you give the one again, and it will show duplicate values. Yeah, exception. Then we have to change this. Let's give another name. Same values are inserted. Number three. Excuse me. Excuse me. Now we'll go to the view class and then we'll print the values from the database. I guess that's all you have done, right? This is the way you have done. You got all the values. You inserted the value, you got all the values. Hello. Okay. So now everyone has done this, right? So everyone is completed their work. Now let's see how to update the value. Okay. Is there anyone doing right now?
Yes, sir. Sir, can you show the code?
Can I share the code?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
No, I can't. No. Yesterday I taught how to do it. Now you have to do it on your own.
Sir. Okay, sir. I'm trying.
Ask me if you have any issue. Yeah. If you have any issue, then ask me. I will help you. But
So can you explain the
today
code,
I
sir,
won't
once?
share anything. Yeah, sure. So first, let's go with the first class that I created. Okay. Do you know how to create database, right? You have no issue with that. Hello. Yeah. So you have no issue with the creating the database, right? So we'll directly go with the codes.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So first class is our view class. So what we are doing of employee class. So what we are doing over here is first we are loading the driver. So one driver loads and it will understand the java.sql package. Like we will get the java.sql package now. Okay. Then we create the connection. This connection is built between our Java program and our database. So after the connection is built, now we can talk to our database directly. So, but to talk to database from Java program, we need a statement interface. So statement interface, we will give the query inside statement interface and then execute the query. So now the query which we are using is insert query. So insert into employees and value is like ID, name, email, and department. So then we are sending that this query, with the help of statement.execute method. So it will now go and execute this method. And after our work is done, every time we have to close the connection. So that's what we did in the first program. And in the second program, what we did, so we stored five values in our database, but now we want to get that value. For that, what we are going to do is we started we started this with the same thing, loading the driver, getting the connection, and then but this time instead of insert query, we are using select query. Okay. So for the select query, to get the value, instead of using execute, we will use execute query. So what is the difference between execute and execute query is that, so execute query will only give us the boolean value. If the query is select query, then it will give us true. If the query is other than select, it will give us false. But in execute query, so execute query, it will give us result set. So what is result set is that result set is an interface, but for the object of result set, we get a value in a tabular form to our Java program for our database. So result set is the values from a database in our Java program in a table form. So that's why we have to go with the uh, column name. So like get result set dot get int from the column number one, result set dot get string from the column number two, result set dot get string from the column number three, and result set dot get string from the column number four. But now, this is understandable. But what is rs dot next? Why do we need this? So what happens is that our result set works on our index value. Okay, and you know that index starts from 0, so in result set will always point towards the first row, but the first row we don't have any value over here, it's just our column name. So when you try to execute from the first row, like first result set, it will give us an exception. That's why we have to use next method, so that it will go to the next line, it will give us true, and it will take this value, then it will go to the next line. Okay, so now, and the return type of rs dot next, like next method is boolean. So if there is a value inside the next line, it will give us true, or else it will give us false, so that it will come out of the loop. So now if we are getting the value from this, so now the result set is on the row number one. So it will go to row number one. It will get the value. It will save it in here. It will go to the column number two. It will get the value name. It will save it here. In result set now column number three, it will give the value and it will save it over here. Similarly, if you go to the column number four and get the value from column number four, and it will save it over here. And then we are printing this value, and then since it's inside a for loop, a while loop, every time it will change, the value will change for each iteration. That's what we did, and I forgot to close the connection, which is a very bad thing. So I will close the connection. Close. Okay, so anyone has any question, like, for this program till now? Any issue, any doubt?
Hello. So in the console, it's showing different values and different
Hello.
names, but where did you give them, sir?
I gave it. Okay, what happened is every time I gave the value over here, I changed the name. So I gave like 6, and then I changed name. So I change it like this, and then I save it. So what happens is now the new value will go and then it will be saved to our database. Okay, I will see this and I will execute the program again. See, the sixth value which I just added is also showing. And then I will go and check in my database. When I refresh it, can you see this new value added? So how to limit the output while fetching output from the query. So when we use the next method, okay, okay, yeah, sure. So when we use the rs.next method, so I will go here. See the return type it shows boolean. The return type of next method is boolean. So as we know that when the condition inside while loop is false, then the loop will stop and the cursor will come out of the loop. So every time there is a value inside the table, this next method will give true, and then the cursor will just iterate inside the loop. After the next, when the next method gives false, so the cursor will come out of the loop, and then it will go to the next line. So we don't have to think about anything like limit and all. We just use the next method over here, so it will go to the next line, to the next row. Okay, understood? Uh, so actually there are like 7 steps. In 7 steps, two are also called as minor steps, and 5 are main steps. First one is a minor step to import all packages. So import all packages means to add the dependency in our Maven project. So if you don't add a Maven project dependency, then we won't be able to find our Java SQL packages and all. The first step is import the packages. Second step, load the driver. So this is the driver which is specific MySQL database specific, so that we have to load the driver so that our program will understand we have to talk with MySQL database. After that, we are going to create the connection. The connection is made between our Java program, JDBC, and our database. So to create the connection, we use connection interface. Since the connection is an interface, it cannot create the object of its own. So we will need the help of driver manager. So driver manager is a class and it has a static method called get connection. So, and the get connection is a overloaded method. For now, till now, we have only seen the get connection method, which takes 3 string argument. The first one is the URL of our database, address of our database, username of our database, and then password of our database. After that, after getting the connection between JDBC and our database, then we will create the statement. So statement is also an interface, and we will use the help of connection object to get the object of statement. So connection dot create statement. After this, so what is a statement? Is statement is an interface which actually takes our SQL query and go and talk to our database. So we'll get the query, we'll write the query, and then we'll use the execute query of statement method, statement object, and then we will execute this query. So we are doing execute query over here. So execute query will give us the result set, and that's the sixth step. So sixth step is to process the result. And to process this result, we'll use result set, and result set is nothing but the data from our database in a table form. So there are the methods, few important methods of result set. That's our next and get int, get string, get boolean, like that. So get int will get the value. So in over here, get int 1. So result set dot get int one means result set will get the value of column number one. So since our column number one has an int value, so we will use int type. And from the column number two, we will use get string. Column number three, get string. Column number four, get string. So we are storing this data over here, and then we are printing this data. And the seventh and the final step is closing the connection between our Java program, JDBC, and our database. So the connection is built between JDBC and database. That's what we are going to close it. Okay, understood these seven steps.
Hello, sir.
Okay. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, in URL we didn't mention any database name. Only we mentioned in table name. So Java, how to understand
No, no.
which database table is present?
Okay. In URL, we will give our database name. See, JDBC MySQL localhost 3306 is the address, and day 4. Day 4 is our database.
Okay, 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 okay. Yeah.
Let's refresh.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, see, this is the day 4. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Sorry, but I didn't understand that you are entering the different types of data in the database, and I didn't understand this how.
Can you explain your question? I didn't understood.
Actually, sir,
Mm-hmm.
you are enter
Yeah.
every time the
Uh,
different data, and
mm-hmm.
I didn't
Over here.
understand
Yeah, I'm
from
entering
where.
the different data.
Yes, sir.
No, I just typed it. Umar.
Where?
So what
Where?
happens is every time I'm trying to load the data. So for
Yes, sir.
example, mm-hmm, where I'm
Yes.
entering into our query. So to talk with our database, we have to write queries, okay? So when I'm writing query, like I'm changing the values over here inside the query, insert into employees value, and I'm changing query every time I'm trying to run the program. Is it fine? So now for this one, like so the sixth value is already present, so I'll add seventh value, and then I will add a new person. Let's take you only. Okay. When I run this program, so now this value will be saved in our database. So let's go to our database. Let's check. There are only six value present. We will refresh. See, new values entered.
Okay, sir.
So that's
But
where I'm giving the value.
okay, sir. But what about the
Is it?
previous value?
Uh-huh.
It will saved for it will saved for any
No,
time.
Java program doesn't save any value. No, no, no. Java program doesn't saves any value. Okay. It's our
Okay.
database that's saving value.
Okay.
And we are
Database.
giving one value at a time. Every time we run a program, we are giving, yeah. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, Umar. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Okay. So every time we are running the program, we are giving one value at a time. So this is one set of value, one row of value that I'm giving at a time. Okay.
Okay.
Like I'm giving one value at a time. But while getting the value, so
Yes,
while
sir.
getting the value, our result cell will take like everything. Let me show you. Hmm. So what happens is, see, this is our database. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is our database. It has some columns. Hmm. So when excuse me. So when we are inserting a value, we are inserting a value. So it will come like one value at a time. For it
Yes,
will
sir.
first it will come one value, name, one at a time. So I will again change this value two. So it will come two, again name, thus. So every time I have to add a value, I have to add it one at a time. Okay. So number three, it will come first. But when we are doing result set, like when you are getting the object of result set, so object of result set is like it will take the whole table as a one. It will bring the whole table with itself. Okay.
Okay.
So it will take the whole table and then it will come to the Java program.
Okay, sir.
Java.
Wait a minute, sir. Whenever I put the value, then the database is not overriding the data. It is just put next row and entering the next data.
No, no, not like that. Every time we are executing the program,
Okay.
so it will go and save into the database. It will go and save into the database. But the thing is, we have to refresh it to get the data. Are you getting my point? Uh, so this is our database. So I
Yes.
have one name like Ligin.
Okay.
No, that's all for today, Amit. The person who asked me the question. Today I'm not going to teach anything new now. I'll just give some like solve some questions and then we will see new thing from tomorrow. Yeah, you can leave. So thank you. So one value at a time as